everybody. This is Kara, aka the Principal Painter, and today is my Whip and Chat day. Yes, it is. I am doing a collab with Brandy of Mystria Diamonds. We are doing Sweet December, so we are working on Sweet Tooth. And anyone is welcome to join, even if you're starting a little late. Join the fun. Again, we're working on Sweet Tooth, but again, there are many collabs going on in the community right now. Oops, and I am bumping you all over the place. I hope you can see. Marlon! Help! I bumped the, Marlon, hello? Can you please come and make sure that they can see me working? Because I bumped the tripod, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. I just didn't want them to be completely like, what are you doing, Kara? We're blind.
Okay, now you won't bump it.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. I'm a klutz. Anyhow, so anyone is welcome to join in on our collab. I know there are a lot of collabs going on in the community right now. Christmas ones and DAC winter, and get your TSA on, I believe. So several people are having collabs, and we want people to be able to participate in as many collabs as they can and make it easier on you. So you can certainly work on Sweet Tooth with us. She is so much fun to do. You can do a Christmas DP, or you can do something that is sweet to you. So that's kind of our open-ended participation guidelines. So at the end of this Whip and Chat, I will have you comment on something to be entered into a drawing. Have not yet selected what I am going to give away, but I will be giving. Okay, Bella, are you trying to talk? What are you doing? My bulldog is trying to talk to me, I think. So anyhow, I will be giving away something, and those of you that know me and know my giveaways, they are good. I don't give away junky giveaways. So I just believe if you come on and you support me and you're supporting Brandy, Mystria Diamonds, then we're going to give you something very well worth your time. So all we ask is that you comment in the comments below on each of our videos. We both have giveaways that we're going to be drawing for, and that will be a whole lot of fun. Okay, so Christmas traditions roll on. I haven't told you all of my Christmas stories, you know, and all these Whip and Chats. I wonder what I'm going to be talking about. Before I start in on my Christmas stories, I wanted to call attention. We are blinging out Sweet Tooth. We are using all kinds of ABs, and Brandy got her shipment from Tmall. It was kind of delayed in the mail, so in order to kind of fill the gap, we ordered from a company, and it's no longer filling the gap. I'm going to be ordering from this person, and again, it's Staicer Products, STAICER Products. She has ABs. She doesn't have the glow glass or the rhinestones like T-Mod does, but her ABs are absolutely beautiful. She happens to work in the same district I work in, so we made that connection, and so we're going to save on postage, and I'm just going to drive to get my drills whenever I need some. So that's an awesome source, and I've got 310s, got some 743s. I just went ahead and ordered, and these are absolutely fantastic. Hope you can see them. 3843. I mean, look at the sparkle. They're absolutely beautiful. I haven't had any trash drills at all. 996. Another blue, close to 3843, but not quite. 907. 740, and I've used quite a bit of this. She puts on her bags, it'll say 2 bags, so she fills up 1 bag with 2 bags worth of AB drills. So yeah, we are blinging her up. Oh, and I bought also 208, which is a purple. And in addition, I'm supplementing with diamond painting with sparklers. There's Pearl Glow Glass. I have got some Sparklers Original. So she is going to be, okay, here's 666 from Staicer Group. Again, she is absolutely phenomenal, sweet person, and great to deal with. So she is on Etsy. I will link her shop below, so you can get on there and check out what she's got going on. It's an awesome little shop. along with Tmall shop too. So, all right, let's get in to these Christmas stories. More Christmas traditions, more Christmas stories. I remember the same grandma that I went to Thanksgiving. We'd sometimes go to Christmas. Christmas was not every single time, but it was, you know, every once in a while we'd go. And it was, oh my gosh, my light pad is fighting with me. It wasn't all the time, it wasn't every year, but we'd sometimes go. We really, really liked to spend Christmas at home. That was, you know, that was our deal at Christmas. So to go somewhere else, I am so sorry, folks. Hello, are we having a disco party with the light pad? Come on. But we'd sometimes go, you know, see relatives, what have you. And this was one year that I went to my grandmother's that we celebrated Thanksgiving at her house. And my grandfather, before he passed away, was absolutely, he was a dairy farmer. And everything that he did at Christmas time, he went out and shot the turkey that we ate. And he went out and he found a Christmas tree, cut it down, and brought it to the house. Well, it had snowed. It was such a cool day. So we all go out. My dad, my sister, my grandfather, and I. We all go out to find the perfect Christmas tree. The Griswold, just kidding. And we found it. And so, I mean, we were quite a ways from the house where we had to take this tree. And so we had a wagon to put it in so we could drag it. The snow was kind of causing a problem. But grandfather cuts the tree down and proceeds to start putting it in the wagon that we're going to take it home with. And I'm like, no, Gaga, no. I called my grandfather Gaga. I said, Gaga, no, you have to throw it over your shoulder like the Christmas card. Throw it over your shoulder. And he looked at me and he was like, I am not throwing this tree over my shoulder. I'm like, but it's the Christmas card way. He said, we're doing it the Thomas way, Kara. Put it in the wagon. So we put it in the wagon. But anyway, I wanted him to throw it over his shoulder. Traditions as far as getting ready. Oh, then there was the Christmas. I forgot. I am not a person that likes to wait to see what my gifts are. I don't. There was a Christmas that I literally got into my mother's closet, found all of my Christmas gifts, unwrapped them all, and then wrapped them all back up. And so then after that, she had to have elaborate ways of telling whether I'd done this or not. So she would put the tape on a certain way. She'd mark the tape a certain way. So if I cut into it, she'd know. She found all kinds of elaborate ways. And I'm certain my dad helped her because he was good at that too. But yeah, they found all kinds of elaborate ways to keep me out of the presents. Because we lived in a townhouse, so there weren't many spaces to hide stuff. So we didn't have an attic, so you couldn't put anything in an attic. So yeah, I did that. And again, that's why, again, karma came back around and I got told 3 times it was a girl with Blake and it was a boy. So anyway, yes, karma and Christmas. So don't unwrap your Christmas gifts. Do not do it. Getting ready for Santa with my boys was always fun. We'd always go, again, light looking. My ex-husband would read the Texas Night Before Christmas, and we'd find all kinds of elaborate ways to show the boys that Santa had arrived, you know, writing in a different handwriting, different wrapping paper. Oh, and when they were younger, that was just, if you have young kids or grandkids at your house at Christmas, that's what makes it magical. The kids just make it magical. Because they believe and they, you know, are so excited and you know, they're so ready for Christmas to start. And again, it's that whole family time and watching the kids open gifts. I love that time. I just love it. My son brought me breakfast the other morning and I asked him what he wanted. Just money, Mom, just money. So I'm like, oh, so when they get older, it's kind of harder to capture that magic of Christmas, but we still do. I mean, it's still family gathering and I'll be very, very blessed and happy to see my family this Christmas because we've been so separated. So that's fun. Oh, I will have to show you on an unboxing. My mom made us all stockings, and she was a quilter, as most of you know. And my stocking is just beautiful. I have it here. I left the boys and Mike's at the house when I moved out, but they still have theirs, and they still proudly hang them every year. My mom made each one of them kind of to represent us. So that was very, very special. And again, I still have mine. I wish she was still here to make Marlon one. He always looks at it every year and says the same thing. I wish I would have gotten the stocking. And I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. But I will show you that on a subsequent video. It's not down here, and I'm not going to get up and leave you alone. That would not be fun. Aunt Elke's Chex Mix. Oh my gosh, I had an aunt, and she was an Oklahoma aunt. Every Christmas without fail, we got a decorated Folgers can. She would decorate it with wrapping paper or, I don't know, glitter or what have you, and she'd mail us the big Folgers can. It wasn't the regular or small Folgers can. It was the big Folgers can of homemade Chex Mix. I mean, and when I tell you, it had the Chex, the pretzels, the cashews, the peanuts, oh my gosh, it was so delicious. And again, there's nothing like homemade Chex Mix. I don't care what people say about the bag Chex Mix that Chex puts out now. Nothing like the homemade kind. But every Christmas we'd get that, and I would wait for it because it was so good. And whenever those decorated Folgers coffee tins came in, we were all there grabbing some Chex Mix. Gosh, that was so good. She did that, and she was also famous for her meatloaf. She didn't make meatloaf at Christmas, but I have her recipe and still make it, and Marlon loves it. Well, actually, everyone loves it because it's just so good. Aunt Elke's meatloaf. Man, oh man, I miss that woman. I'm going to have to learn how to make homemade Chex Mix. I bet some people still do it. Do you guys make homemade Chex Mix? Or know anyone that does? Oh, it's the best. All right. Oh, Christmas cookies. I know a lot of people have this, but it wasn't Christmas without specific cookies at my house. My mother made, I don't know what contraption this was, but she would put dough down in the contraption, and she screwed on the end of it, and she had a twist. And then at the tip of the contraption, picture kind of a cylinder. At the other end from the twist she had metal discs with different patterns in them. And she'd put them on, and she'd twist, and they'd come out candy canes, or they'd come out a poinsettia, or they'd come out a snowflake, and then we would decorate them. Those were the best cookies ever, and they were so fun to decorate. Kind of like the sugar cookies, you roll out and cut with cookie cutters and that kind of thing. She also did they were almond cookies, but they were covered in powdered sugar. They were delicious. It wasn't Christmas without those. I kind of changed it up when I started making Christmas cookies. It is not Christmas at my house without, and I know everybody knows these, and they're so darn good. They're the peanut butter cookies, and you roll them into little balls, and then you flatten them out and bake them, and then right when they come out of the oven, you put a Hershey Kiss in the middle of them. It is not Christmas at my house without those cookies. I make them every year, and everyone loves them. I have made chocolate cherry brownies before, just the cookie making in that time. And I will tell you, Doug, my oldest son, had absolutely no interest in baking whatsoever. Blake would hang with me all day and help me bake. He is the chef in the group, so he loves to cook. He helps me chop, he helps me prep. I don't know, he's just always been interested in cooking. So that was a special kind of bonding time between Blake and I. Doug would wander in and sample the goods, but he wouldn't help. He would not. All right, so in my last video, I asked people to leave a Christmas tradition for me, and I printed them because they were, again, kind of like Thanksgiving, what you were thankful for. They really touched me. And I have some. And I'm sorry to read to you, but I want to make sure I get them right. And I'm not going to share who the person was, but I'm just going to share what some people have said. My favorite Christmas tradition is to play Nat King Cole's Christmas song. It starts the season off for me and takes me back to my childhood. I love the Christmas song. I love Nat King Cole. I love Natalie Cole. So that is an awesome, awesome song. And again, I can see where that would really put you in the Christmas spirit. This person said baking and giving out. I'm assuming cookie trays, probably not as many this year, but we're still doing it. That's awesome. Yeah, some Christmas traditions have to be kind of pared down this year for obvious reasons. So that's okay. Just keep the tradition alive. Our favorite Christmas tradition is to make rice pudding. Wow. Arroz con leche in Spanish. I hope I got that right. Christmas morning and have our kids open presents. My favorite Christmas tradition is making pizzelle cookies. With the pizzelle iron, I believe I'm saying pizzelle right. If I'm not, correct me. My parents received as a wedding gift in 1961. We also used the handwritten recipe my father's aunt gave my mom. Anise flavored, of course. All right. So many different traditions. It's awesome. I'm loving it. All right. Here's another one. Sitting with the kids on Christmas Eve. Read the kids the night before Christmas and let them open their Christmas Eve gift, which is always PJs. Christmas PJs. I don't know what's up with those, but they are so fun. I have many, many sets of Christmas PJs, and I just love them. In fact, in years prior, we obviously couldn't do it this year, but in years prior, my office staff, and I don't know how this started. I guess we just didn't want to get dressed up for another holiday party. So my office staff gets together. Sorry, I got a piece of trash here. Gets together, and we just decided one year we're not getting dressed up for another holiday party. So we all go to my secretary's house or one of the secretaries in the front office, and we all wear Christmas pajamas, and we play Dirty Santa. You know, there's a gift exchange. We play Dirty Santa, and it's so fun. Lots of laughing and just bonding as an office staff. But yeah, we just decided one year we're not getting dressed up. We're wearing our pajamas, and so we did. We come over in our robes and our slippers and just sit around and have a great time. My secretary makes a pretty mean mimosa too, so those are always served. So those are good. Yeah, just different stuff. All right. Let's see. I currently don't have any Christmas traditions, but I love spending time with my children and grandchildren. This year is up in the air with COVID, of course, yeah. And that's the bottom line with Christmas traditions, and what you do is spending time with your family and friends. So I know everything is up in the air. We've got some things nailed down, thank goodness. I'm just so ready to be with family again. I don't want to harm anyone or put anyone in danger. I just want to see them for a little bit. All right, what else? My favorite Christmas tradition is when all of us girls in the family would gather in the kitchen and make cookies. We would chat while drinking hot cocoa, tea, or coffee, and make a variety of cookies late into the night. Yep, I know what that's all about. That's fun. Now, my sister, like I said, she lives in Chicago, so we don't get to spend a whole lot of Christmases together, but when we did, we would just, giggle and hoot and holler and, help mom bake cookies and all that kind of thing. So that's always fun. Again, it's the togetherness. It's the together time. All right. My favorite tradition was on Christmas Eve. Me, Mom, Dad would have pizza, and we would get in the car and go look at the Christmas decorations. Yeah, it's all about the light looking. I love light looking. My favorite Christmas tradition is when my whole family gets together on Christmas Eve for dinner and opening presents. Yeah. Again, our Christmas Eve is bigger than our Christmas Day. And it's not that Christmas Day isn't big, but just Christmas Eve was a little bit more special, I guess, because just we got all dressed up and got the fancy dinnerware out and the fancy glasses out, and it was just a fun and special time for me. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have worked retail since my divorce 18 years ago. I pull ridiculous hours and always have to work on Christmas Eve and Boxing Day. And for those of you that don't know what Boxing Day is, I believe Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. Not sure about that, but it makes Christmas a nightmare for me. It also made Christmas a hell of a lot of work when my 6 kids were younger. My kids were always fabulous about rolling with whatever went down at Christmas. Without meaning to, we've developed the Christmas tradition of taking the work week off and or outside activities from the 27th through the 31st. We just close out the world and spend time at home doing stuff together. That week seldom involves presents, but it's always full of laughter and fun. Even as adults, they usually come home for all or part of that week if they can. Listening to them talk, some of their most treasured memories come from that time of turning off the world and just being together. Sadly, this year I will only have 2 of them home for a traditional Christmas week off, but as I told them, I would much rather have them be safe than make the road during a pandemic. Yeah, it's going to be tough this year, but I think there's going to be a lot of FaceTiming. I think there's going to be a lot of virtual kind of family stuff if you can't get together physically, just so you can at least be together in some way or another. Okay, it's time for more wax. I think decorating is my favorite part of Christmas. We always open one present on Christmas Eve, and it's always a book. It's a little different these days with Kindle and all. Finding a book for a gift that's better as a real book is now the trick. Yes, exactly. I love books. I'm a book nerd. I read all the time. I'm reading The Christmas Room right now. Well, I'm actually not reading it. It's on Audible, so I'm listening to it to and from work. So it's pretty good. Not a bad deal. I used one of my book credits to get it, and I thought, I need a Christmas book, so that's what I got. My 2 favorite traditions for Christmas Eve are going to the ornament store and picking a new ornament for the tree each year, and then the store personalizes it with all of our names and a year. My second favorite tradition is all of us going to pick out the tree together at the tree lot and bringing it home. It's so much fun when we bring out the ornament box and start unwrapping all the previous year's ornaments and putting them all over the tree together and reminiscing about each ornament and old-time memories. Ornaments are a big deal with me too. Not only, do I have students and teachers give them to me every year, and I know exactly who gave me what ornament and when I got it. I just do. I don't know why I remember that, but it's just so important to me. And it's so special. I also have started collecting ornaments when we travel, like when I went to Chicago, got a Chicago ornament, went to New York, got a New York ornament. Wherever we go, I always try to find an ornament because, again, it's the same thing. When you pull out those ornaments, you reminisce about past Christmases and where you got the ornament and whatnot. I know that there are kind of 2 camps when you're decorating a Christmas tree, and I love them both, but I'm not a person that has to have a designer Christmas tree. I want ornaments that mean something to me on the tree. To me, that's more important. There are also people that have absolutely beautiful homes and do coordinating Christmas trees, with leopard print and all kinds of, and they're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. But even if I had one of those trees, I'd always have to do a tree with traditional ornaments that are kid-made, kid-friendly, and mean something to me. That's just important. All right, what else do we have? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, our favorite tradition is going up to my grandparents' farm to celebrate the holiday together. It's usually the weekend after Christmas, but we still have fun and enjoy being together. We won't be able to do this year. She said, I had a light bright and Cabbage Patch doll, and I wanted an Easy Bake Oven, but I did not get one. But I did get the Donnie and Marie dolls. Oh my God, and the rounds and the sound stage. I adored Donnie and his purple socks too. I actually saw Donnie Osmond at the Houston Rodeo. He rode out on a horse, and the first thing he did was pull up his pants and show us his purple socks. Yep, that was a fun time. I thought I was gonna die. I love Donnie. I love Donnie and Marie, so that's funny. I forgot about that. See, people can evoke memories too. My favorite thing at Christmas is when our entire family gets together and plays board and card games all day long. Oh, I love board and card games. I went to my cousin's a couple of Thanksgiving ago, and we played Cards Against Humanity. Has anyone played that game? I was almost falling out of my chair. We were laughing so hard. It's an awesome game. I love playing board and card games as well. Again, just a fun way to bring the family together. But Cards Against Humanity, oh my gosh, crazy. Okay, this is amazing. My favorite Christmas tradition is every Christmas Eve, the whole family would gather at my mom and dad's house. I'm talking probably 100 people from just immediate family. There was 9 of us kids. Getting to see everyone is a precious memory now. Absolutely. I can't imagine being in a house with 100 people. That's a lot. Favorite Christmas tradition is when we get our grown children, their spouse, and their children to pose for pictures in front of the Christmas tree with the lights behind them. They always look amazing, and I love being able to see how the lights have grown through the years. You know, it's so funny. This is evoking a memory as well in me. So when you first have a baby and you take the baby to see Santa, the baby has no clue what's going on, so you get this precious, cute little picture with Santa. Year 2, forget about it. You have a screaming picture of a kid on Santa's knee that doesn't want to be there, arms outstretched. I mean, like, obviously afraid for their life. It's hysterical. One of my favorite Santa pictures with Doug and Blake is, of course, Doug at the point was old enough to, you know, I love Santa. Santa's the guy that brings the gifts. What are you doing? And Blake was just about that age where he knew, you know, I put him on Santa's lap and immediately, wow. So the picture is, they finally got it, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to keep it. It's funny. Blake is screaming his bloody head off. I mean, just having a fit, arms outstretched, just, Mom, Mom, you know, crying. And Doug is looking over at him, just cackling, just laughing his head off, just like he thought that was the funniest thing he'd ever seen. So that's one of my very favorite Santa pictures. It was funny. Yeah, year 1 is always this, oh, look how cute the baby is with Santa. The next year, yeah, no, not having him. Doug did the same thing. All right. It's snowing, and I'm trying to feel it, but not yet. I just love I enjoy spending time with family and friends. I totally remember Easy Bake Oven. I thought I was a chef, and oh my gosh, baby alive, my mom took her away because she heard about the food being left, and good Lord, I cried so much and swore I would only give her water. I was crushed we didn't have much, so she was everything to me. LOL sounds silly, I'm sure, but I recall it vividly. It was all about the Christmas shows for me. Oh yes, next, Whip and Chat. We are going to be talking Christmas movies. I'm going to save some of these traditions for next week's Whip and Chat so I don't go way over time. But thank you for sharing your Christmas traditions with me. Okay, I am just about ready to wrap up here. My Whip and Chats are rarely very long, but I'd just like to share a little bit with you as we go throughout the week. So you're going to comment in this video. Again, you've made it to the end with me. Thank you so much for making it. Hope you enjoyed hearing some of the folks in the community's Christmas traditions and hearing some more crazy stories about the Thomas family and Kara. So we're going to talk Christmas movies next week. So what, in the comments below, what is your favorite Christmas movie? It is not Christmas without this movie. You've got to see it. So that is what you're going to comment below. We'll be talking about Christmas movies next week. So, and also in the comments, when you put your favorite Christmas movie, put why it's your favorite. Why do you like it? Okay. All right, guys. I am going to let you go. I hope you have a fabulous Tuesday evening. Thanks for hanging with me to Whip and Chat and talk about more Christmas as I work on Sweet Tooth. I will be seeing you later on in the week. I have several unboxings that I'm woefully behind on. All right. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. This is the Principal Painter, and I am signing off.